Welcome to Nosing Around with Mandy and Tony.
Tony, we've got an exciting show lined up today.
That's right.
We're going to talk about this hidden jewel that we have right here in our backyard. Good place. I mean, you can play, exercise, learn. It's got all kinds of things to do.
That's right, Mandy. We're here today at Low Country Preserve, which is a part of Low Country Sports in Calabash on Thomasboro Road. But the preserve that we're actually on is in Pireway, North Carolina, out off of Indigo Flats Road. So we're here. We're going to talk a little bit with the owner, Todd Dawkins, about all the different opportunities you have here for hunting, shooting sports. But the big thing we really want to talk about today is their True Mud that they have out here. It's a great place to come and do a mud run, a Spartan type race, and it's just going to be a great show. Then we're also going to talk to Mike Myrie, who has partnered up with them with Defense Dynamics.
That's right. That's right. So we've got lots of things to talk about today, lots of things to learn. We're going to also talk about how we've partnered with them at the Chamber to do our Muddy Oyster Challenge this year, which is a new event with the North Carolina Oyster Festival.
That's right. So let's go see if we can't find Todd. We're sitting here on the porch, and I know he's around here somewhere, and see what we can find out about the place.
All right, let's go. Well, we're here today with Todd Dawkins out at Low Country Preserve. Todd, tell us a little bit how your business formed out here and what all you have to offer.
Well, our original goal was to take our store in Calabash and give people of the Brunswick Islands and the inland side or the outlands, ocean side of Highway 17 a place to go and shoot and enjoy the outside. The golf communities and the neighborhood influx of all the people that have come to the county in the last 15 years have really taken a toll on what used to be open lands and free lands and yards and condensed them into smaller portions there. So you don't have a yard anymore. You come out here and this is your yard. We've got shooting facilities. We've got 12 pistol bays, 2 rifle ranges, fishing, hunting, everything that you want to do outside that you really can't do in a restricted community anymore.
Right. And you're also offering, you have 3-gun shoots, which if people are familiar with that, it's a monthly thing where you come out and you shoot 3 different types of weapons in a running course, correct?
We do. We're starting to get into a lot of competition shooting. We do a simple rimfire and a simple fun shoot on the first weekends of the month. But the 3-gun is really taking off for us, and there's a show on television that's called 3-Gun Nation, and they do a competitive series, and we're following along those. We're also a 3-Gun Nation member, affiliate member, so all of our members can join 3-Gun Nation and track their progress across the whole nation's worth of shooters. So that involves a shotgun, a pistol, and a rifle in competition. So it's really stages set up to where this portion of the stage you might use some pistol shooting, and then you set that weapon down, grab another weapon, the shotgun, and do some shotgun targets, and then you go to your rifle targets, and it's all under timer and different things like that.
And it's good for all ages. You've got
it's good for all responsible ages.
Serious hardcore shooters, and then you got the recreational guys that come out and just want to learn and practice and do that, correct?
That's right. We give the training, and we're happy to assist people in their development of the different weapon systems, from the beginner all the way to the advanced for different techniques, as well as opening it up to people that don't shoot at all, come out for the first time and put a weapon in their hand and educate them from the 0 all the way up to level 10 and get them familiarized, because safety is going to come first with education. And that's really what we're here for, is to put it in people's hands, the right weapon system, and get them familiar with it and teach them to use it, and then it's repetition for safety and confidence.
Yeah, with the rise in concealed weapons carry permits these days, people go out and get that permit, get that pistol, and then they hold it like this and go, what do I do with it? You know.
That's exactly right.
And that's a service that you offer to them too.
That's correct. The concealed carry permit is really not a pistol class at all. It is more of a legal briefing and a legal understanding of what your rights are and what you should and should not do. And those laws change so frequently, you need to really stay abreast of that.
Right.
It's But not to be confused, it is not a pistol class, and you should always get a pistol class to open up any of your beginner level stuff. It's not a pistol class at all.
Right.
And you teach the classes too, right?
We do have a CWP class usually every other week that we're giving that class, and we're picking on more instructors are coming on board, and they're offering it in more frequency. But once again, it's really not a pistol class. It's a legal briefing of what you should and should not do, or can and can't do.
Well, that's just one facet of what you do out here at Low Country Preserve, and I know it's been about 2 years in the process of getting all this up and running, or longer. And also last year you had a vision of mud runs.
Yep,
And
we've taken the challenge of building an obstacle course, and it's a growing trend right now for athletics, and a lot of CrossFit is popping up everywhere, and people are really taking that initiative to do better with their lives and live better and live healthier. And I applaud that, and we've just given an avenue to go and do that. We've got a 5K trail, and it consists of 20 obstacles, 20 plus obstacles. They change, they come and they go, but it's really, over walls, under barbed wire, through ditches, over hills, and up and down monkey bars, and then you finish it off with a great big slide. So it's really a good time. It's a race for some, but it's not a race for everybody. It's just an accomplishment in finishing it.
right. And you started this, the first race was September of last year, of 2013. It's called True Mud 5K Run, correct?
It's truemud.com with 2 D's on the internet.
Right.
So, and then it's a 5K. You can also access it through our website at Low Country Sports or Low Country Preserve to get more details. We're happy to announce, and I'll let y'all do the announcement, but you guys are our title sponsor for our championship race this year, and y'all could give that announcement. But we're really looking forward to that, because that brings our whole series together and wraps it up and gives somebody something to go for. I mean, a really, really good event.
Well, with what he's talking about, the Brunswick Chamber is adding a new event to the North Carolina Oyster Festival this year. This is going to be getting down and dirty at the Muddy Oyster Challenge. And what the Muddy Oyster is, it is going to be the final race of the series of races that they offer throughout the season. However, you don't have to run the whole series. You can just run the Muddy Oyster Challenge. But we encourage you to come out and run all the races. And how many races does it consist of?
It's going to be 6 total. The October 12th Oyster Run will be the final, the grand finale.
Yeah, it'll be a big event that day. We've got some bands scheduled. 4 Miles South right now is one of the bands that we've got scheduled to come out and play that day. We'll do an awards ceremony that afternoon. Hope to have some vendors, and so it's going to be a great event.
It's going to be a great event. It'll be a lot of fun, a lot of dirt, a lot of water, a lot of refreshments, a lot of vendors, and some live entertainment. It's just going to be shaping up to be a good time.
Yeah, and this is going to be on Saturday, October 11th. So mark your calendars. But there again, if you want to run the series of race, you can find that information on your website at truemud.com.
That's right.
2 D's on
2
the
D's.
Mm-hmm.
Also, to talk a little bit more about the series, we're airing, obviously, we're in May now. There was a race in April, and we're going to show some footage of that so folks can see what the race is all about, because this is not for the light of heart or the faint of heart. This is a true Spartan type race, or Marine Corps mud run, Tough Mudder run. It's not splashing through a little puddle of mud. It's a pretty intense course. But there's opportunity for you if you come and run the race if there is a challenge obstacle that you want to go around, you do have the opportunity to go around the ones that you don't feel comfortable for. So we recommend you come out, whether you're a beginner, whether you're just a road runner, and check it out and try it out. There will be 6 races in the series. We're in May. There's one May 10th, June 28th, July 27th. There's no race scheduled currently for August. Then there will be September 13th, and then we will culminate with the Muddy Oyster Run Challenge on October the 11th, as Mandy and Todd brought up.
The August date, there's a gap there. We've got the Green Beret Challenge coming in, and they bring their own obstacles, and that's really a team-based event. So they're taking August. It's just not scored. We're not scoring it in our series.
Right.
But there's definitely something going on every month out here.
And all that information is either on truemud.com. Also, lowcountrypreserve.com has the information or a link back to True Mud. You can sign up there, register online, and you can also go to their store, Low Country Sports, which is on Thomasboro Road in Calabash, North Carolina, and sign up and register. And while you're there, this is a full-service gun, fishing tackle, outdoor sporting equipment store. You can get anything from a pocket knife to a shotgun, from a pair of hunting boots to I don't know.
We got it all. We got fishing lures, we got fishing worms, we got guns. We got over 40 new pistols in last week. A lot of that concealable stuff for the CWP class, and a lot of 3-gun stuff. A lot of those shotguns are tricked out shotguns. A lot of the ARs are for sporting ARs, not just home defense, but actual sporting. So the tubes and all that's a little longer, a little easier to carry, a little lighter. Just a little tweaking variants of your typical AR-15 type shooting rifle. It's really a sport, and it's an aggressive sport.
Right.
But now you also rent the equipment out here if you want.
We do. We've got to try it before you buy it program. And if you're not into guns and you want to get the right gun, we encourage you to get the right gun that fits your hand, the recoil fits your body, and all of those things. We don't want you to be scared of the weapon, and the right weapon really is a big part of that. Getting the wrong weapon in your hand is not going to do anybody any good.
That's right. And we're standing right now on the porch of the pro shop. This has a big wraparound porch. It's a beautiful log structure. We got a pistol range, covered pistol range right over here to our right. Skeet behind us, which I think you'll see some of that during the show today. Also, you have a cabin.
We got
in the
another
woods.
cabin. It'll sleep 4. We got people coming in, for these runs and looking for a place to stay. Or if you want to go duck hunting or deer hunting or hog hunting, you can come in for the weekend and have a good time. Just all your cares away. Phones don't work, no power, anything like that. It's just bare bones, sit on the porch and watch the creek roll by.
And with that said, we've got an event coming up out here. You were telling me about May 24th.
May 24th, we've got the Carolina Shooters Club. It's a big internet forum. It's a nonprofit forum, so they're not making any money off of this, and they're having an open day here. It's $20 for admission, but that gets you a barbecue meal. It's going to be catered in, and it also gets you use of the facilities for the day. We've got two clinics scheduled so far. A 2-gun clinic, which is a tactical cool guy stuff. Shotgun. It's a pistol rifle clinic, and there's also a 3-gun clinic for intro into the sport of 3-gun. It teaches you how to maneuver through different things and go from one weapon to the other weapon. In addition to that, we've added a safety emergency first aid benefit there, or class as well. Now these classes and clinics are $5, but all of that money is going to a charity, the Special Operations Wounded Warrior Foundation. It's right here at the beach, and it's local. And they pull special op guys in, which is the Navy SEALs, the Rangers, those guys. They get deployed more than your average troop, and therefore they're in harm's way more than the average troop would be. And we're giving them some special attention. There's a lot of groups that are big, but we're trying to keep it local and small. And most of these guys, or most of these founders, and put this together is out of the Myrtle Beach area and in the Brunswick County area. And we're trying to keep it local and pull these guys in for that.
That's awesome. That's awesome.
It is. It kind of narrows the field down just a little bit, so we can give a little more hospitality to these guys and get them in here and just a little more hands-on than just a check and a pat on the back. It's really a come enjoy the day kind of thing.
Also, if a family or an individual wants to be a member out here, you have actual annual memberships where they can pay to have access to this facility year-round. Can you tell us about the pricing for that?
We do. We do offer single family and single memberships. The single membership is $209 a year. The family membership is $299 a year. Now, different times throughout the year, I'm just going to say, like this Memorial Day event on the 24th, there'll be a special run for that, trying to get people and get those guys involved with being members. Christmas time, we usually throw a little special, but typically we stay right there on $209 for single and $299 for family.
That's great.
You mentioned a minute ago, too, that you've got instructors and you do classes. I know recently we've had a new member join our chamber of business, and they're partnering with you here at Low Country Preserves. That's Mike and Alicia Myrie, and their business is called Defense Dynamics, LLC. They're new members, and they're going to be running some of those different training courses out here.
Absolutely.
And that looks like it's going to be a great partnership to grow your business here.
Very, very professional set of individuals there, the husband and wife team, and looking forward to working with them in the next coming season here. Yeah, really good.
And we'll be right back and bring Mike on to talk to you a little bit about some of the classes that he'll be offering.
Welcome back. We're here with Mike Myrie with Defense Dynamics, and he's going to talk about a little bit about what he does and how how it impacts Low Country Preserve and what you do out here as well.
Well, Low Country Preserve is it's ideal for what we do. It's actually a catalyst for our company because we gear our classes, our firearm classes, towards the average citizen. It's what we call family friendly. Our classes range from basics all the way up to your advanced tactical classes. We try to stay around the basics because our mission is to educate and get everybody safe and familiar with firearms instead of being so proficient that you're ready for combat. But
Right.
that's what we gear our classes for.
So you've got classes that teach you the basics, and
Yes,
you and
sir.
I have talked about this. You have a Pistol 101, or what's the name of that?
Right. We even have basic NRA classes.
Right.
We have First Steps, which
First
is
Steps.
the basic class, and it's geared towards the individual who has very little or no training at all. And those who have those firearm fears, well, we try to dispel those fears and get you comfortable and get you educated on choosing a firearm that's right for you, fitting it, and getting out and learning all the safety and get the proficiency after.
And one of the good things about that, Mike, is, like you said, you're teaching people that have very little knowledge about weapon systems, be it personal defense or whatever, but you're building that ability for people to feel comfortable with them and not to have those fears. And then once they get past that and they become avid gun owners and responsible gun owners, you can take them to the even next level.
Exactly,
Right.
exactly. We do have advanced classes. And when I say advanced, it's advanced manipulation of that particular firearm. We're not fast roping out of helicopters or anything like that.
Right.
But you will be able to utilize that firearm in a critical situation, and you'll be effective even under stressful situations or under situations where it will require you to think as opposed to drawing your firearm and shooting.
And one of the things that you have talked to me about since joining the chamber is you want to help people to understand, the average citizen, once they purchase that weapon, how to use it within that stressful environment, as you were saying, and also how to use it within their home and be safe within their home if they have an invasion or need to protect themselves, their family, until the first responders get there.
Right. Our focus is education, like I said. Education and developing what we call a defensive discipline. And it's learning how to pay attention to situational awareness. And if you find yourself in a critical condition, you'll be able to respond regardless of the stress that you're going through. And our classes are designed to get a person familiarized with those stressful situations and manipulate the firearm and still think effectively and protect themselves or their loved ones.
Because as we've spoken, you can go out and get that concealed weapons permit and purchase that first gun, but until you're put into a high-stress situation and really understand what you're facing, all that is
Exactly.
just the beginning. That's just step one, as you call it,
Well,
to getting that.
Yes, sir. Mr. Dawkins made a good point saying, the concealed carry class is not a pistol class.
Right.
It's basically about the laws and what you can and what you can't do with a firearm. Well, our classes take it to another step where we now show you when you have this responsibility, you're going to have to develop a mindset of how to conduct yourself in an environment where there are other civilians and possibly a threat, and how to react effectively and not just immediately go to your firearm, but how to think effectively.
Last but not least, let me ask you this. We're standing here talking to you. We know your business is Defense Dynamics. Your wife's involved with your business heavily, Alicia. Tell us a little bit about your credentials, if you don't mind.
Well, my wife and I are both combat veterans. I'm Marine Corps, she's Army. We've spent numerous tours. We also have some civilian contracting overseas. And also, we both have been trainers. I personally have been a martial arts trainer practically all my life. I trained Marines in the Marine Corps. I've done firearms training in the Marine Corps. I've been attached to different Marine Corps Special Operations units. And my wife, as I said, she's Army. She's actually, she was a combat fueler.
Okay.
While she was stationed in the Army.
And you both are NRA certified
Yes, we are.
instructors?
We're both NRA certified.
And there's another certification you told me about.
USCCA.
Yes. Which,
We're affiliate instructors for the USCCA.
okay.
That's fantastic.
So it's, as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, this is another facet that they've added out here at Low Country Preserves with the Defense Dynamics, partnering up with them. It's a great opportunity for you to learn and educate and become responsible gun owners, as well as be able to purchase those things and have people that know what they're doing teach you about what fits your situation.
So to find out the information about your classes, what's your website? And you have a Facebook page as well.
Yes, we do. You can find us. Our website is defensedynamics.org, and our Facebook page is also Facebook.com/defensedynamics.org. Or you can just punch in the keywords Defense Dynamics North Carolina, and we'll come up on Facebook.
That's
So
great.
be sure and go and like their page. If you're interested in classes, you can go there. You can also call Todd and his staff at Low Country Sports, and they can give you a rundown too on any future classes that are coming up. Mike, we appreciate you being here.
Thank
Welcome
you.
to the chamber.
We sure do. Now drop and do 20.
Thank you. That's fun.
Well, Tony, we've had an exciting day out here. Got to shoot some skeet.
Yeah.
And learn all about the obstacles and the course around here. And while we do that, let's watch a little of the footage from the race that was in April, so you can get you folks signed up for the rest of the series or the Muddy Oyster Challenge.
that was awesome, wasn't it, Mandy?
It was. Looks very exciting.
Yeah. So now let's tell everybody a little bit about what we got going on. We've talked to Todd about the preserve, the mud runs, the races series. We talked to Mike Myrie about the services and training courses he's going to offer out here. Let's review what we got coming up with the Oyster Festival.
Well, Oyster Festival, we've got a lot of things going on there. The first weekend in October, the 4th and 5th, is going to be our surf-off competition at Ocean Isle Beach. Then the following weekend, on October 11th, will be our
Right
Muddy
here.
Oyster Challenge right here at Low Country Preserve. And then the next weekend is the Oyster Festival, October 18th and 19th. We've got several bands lined up coming to play. We've got 4 Miles South. We've got a band coming out of Wilmington called 40 East Band.
Right.
40 East Band actually won the North Carolina Association of Festivals best band this year.
Cool.
So be a good band. They play a lot of festivals, but they also play a lot of gigs just around the Wilmington area.
And 4 Miles South is actually going to be here with us for our after party. So we're going to
That's
have an
right.
after party here for everyone that comes out and participates in the run, the championship run. We'll be giving the awards away for Todd and his staff out here for that. And then we will have vendors here. We will have food on site, have a lot of fun going on even after the run's over. So be sure and come out and join us here October the 11th for the Muddy Oyster Challenge.
That's right. So it's going to be a great event. Also, going back to the Oyster Festival, we've got a couple new things this year we're
That's
introducing. We've got our famous oyster stew cook-off and our oyster shucking contest.
Right.
But this year we're adding an oyster eating contest. So
I'd like to get in on that.
yeah.
I'd love to eat me some oysters.
we might just win, Tony. And also bringing, this year the Coastal Shag Club is bringing back
Shagging.
our shag competition. So that'll be Sunday afternoon. So get your shag on and come on out to the Surf Off, Oyster Festival, and the Muddy Oyster Challenge.
That's
so
right.
lots of things going on.
And we will be running some websites along the bottom here for you guys to look at for all the different locations to find out all the information you need for that. What do you say we go show them how to end this Muddy Oyster Challenge coming up over here on the slide?
I say let's go.
We are ATMC TV, Channel 3 and HD Channel 910, your community channel.